Hello and welcome back. In this video we will focus on your inventory items, or stock items, which can be sold from your reception area. This section will give you information about how many items you have, and you can also generate reports about the sales of these items. First we will set which goods we're offering to our guests. Then we will show you how to create a record of the items you sell separately from your reservations, and also how to add stock items to your guest's room account. Let's see what we can set up. Go to Payments, Inventory, Stock Items. This tab gives us a clear overview of our stock items. If we have a lot of them, we can narrow the search using the filters on the left side. We can filter by full text search, by assigned segment, item type, or by VAT rate. Each row on the table represents one stock item. You can also see all other necessary information like set purchase, selling price, and VAT rate here. You can also see how many of each item you have in stock. You can edit or delete certain stock items from your inventory using these two buttons. Let's create a new stock item now. Let's say that we will be selling a map of city surroundings at reception. Click on the green plus button above the table. Name the item, in our case City Map. Select the correct VAT rate for the item and fill in the prices in your allowed currencies. It's okay to only set the price in your main hotel currency. If you sell the item in a different currency, the new price will automatically be calculated. If you want to have a preset price in other currencies, you can. The selling price is for your guests, and the purchase price is for you, in case you move items in stock. The last thing here is optional, the type of stock item. You can divide your stock items into different categories. It's completely up to you. In the other section, you have some more specific settings, like adding the item to a certain segment, or assigning VAT breakdown, or account assignment. Now we have the item created and we need to move it into stock. For this moment we need to switch to the second section called Retail Sales. This section shows you all moves in and out of stock. Each row also represents one transaction, and you can see what and when was moved in or out of stock, what the price was, if the transaction is linked to a document or reservation, which you can immediately switch to using these icons. And you can also see the quantity of sold items and can print a PDF file about the transaction. You can also erase the transaction in case it was not locked by the closure. If you are interested in seeing transactions which took place during a specific time, or you want to see transactions of only a certain item, you can filter them using these familiar filters on the left side. Now let's suppose that we are starting to sell city maps and we have printed 150 of them to start. Above the table, you have a button with a green plus, which lets you move items into stock. Click on it and set what kind of goods you are moving into stock. In our case, it's city maps, so select them from the list and change the quantity to 150. You will see a unit purchase price. In the lower part, you can select if this adjustment in stock will be connected to any cash expense in your cash book. Sometimes you'll have different prices from your suppliers, so the purchase price might be changed. And sometimes you won't pay for the goods when they're delivered, so you don't have to create an expense. You can create an expense manually later. Let's save this stock adjustment and move to another important part of this video, showing you how to sell stock items. Let's first start by creating a stock adjustment separate from any reservation. Let's say a guest is already checked out and he comes back asking for a city map. Click on the second icon in Retail Sales with the red minus icon. Now select the map and choose if you want to issue a document for this sale or not. Usually, and also because of fiscalization, you have to issue a document. Moving an item out of stock without a document might be used in case some goods are damaged and need to be thrown away. In this case, let's issue a proper document, like a receipt for the map purchase. Click Save and a window with the new document will be opened. Now you can adjust the payment method and save the document with payment, and print it for the client if necessary. You will see that the record of this transaction has been added to our table, and you can also click to see the document of this transaction. You can also see this document under Payments, Accounting Documents, which is a list of all of your documents. Now let's explore a second situation, where you have a guest checked in and he wants to add the items to his room account, which will be paid at checkout. Open any reservation and its room account. Now let's say a client is still checked in and the entire family is going hiking, so they want to buy 2 city maps without payment. The entire room account with accommodation and maps will be paid later. Click on the Add a New Item to Room Account button and start writing City Map. The auto search will find items which match what you enter, including the city map. Now just select the map and adjust the number of sold maps. This is just the first part. As you can see, stock items have this red icon in the room account, which marks that the item was not yet moved out of stock. You need to confirm the stock adjustment manually by clicking this icon and confirming the amount of sold items. At this moment, under Payments, Inventory, Retail Sales, a new record about the sale will be created and will be linked to the reservation. Now we are getting to the last part of our video. In Retail Sales, you can find settings for automatically moving an item in and out of stock. It's available under this button in the top right corner. You can allow the confirmation window of moving items out of stock to pop up automatically when you add any stock item to a document or room account. Let's adjust the settings and go back to our reservation. We will add 3 more maps and some Coca-Cola. First, we will add the Coca-Cola. As you can see, we automatically get the confirmation window here. Now add the maps and adjust the total numbers of sold maps to 3 and confirm. It works the same when you are deleting items that have already been moved out of stock from room account. You will be asked if you want to put items back into stock. This automatic option might save you some time, but it's totally up to you if you want to have control over the process and confirm stock adjustments manually, or use this function. It can be changed at any time, so you can go with whatever works. And that's everything you need to know about stock items. You're now ready to sell all the Coca-Cola you want. Thanks for joining us.